Good morning and welcome to another Slay the Spire stream. I'm your host, Vegetable Bread. We're going to be doing more Ascension 20 Slay the Spire runs. First one up today is Defect. We had a couple runs yesterday, good ones. Both made it to Act 3, but Ironclad died to Reptomancer, Silent died to the double orb fight, Orb Guardian fight. I wanted that rare relic. So on Defect. Alright, we can get a card reward, 100 gold, 2 transforms, or swap out for a boss relic. Well, 100 gold means we need to look at the map, see if there's early shops. There are. Is this on a path we want to take? No, that is a 1 elite path. Maybe we could go this way. That's also 3 fights. That's also a 1 elite path. So if we want to get more than 1 elite, we have to go left. And if we go left, we are forced into 2 late elites. And we can take either 3 or 4. Which seems kind of scary. A little spooky. But I don't mind it. Okay, so assuming we're taking this sort of dangerous route with no shops on it, we probably shouldn't take the 100 gold, we should probably take a card reward. Card reward helps us preserve more health in these early fights, helps us come into this elite stronger. If we finish this elite strong, then we get this extra one here. If we don't finish this one strong, we have to take a hard hallway fight and then go to a fire to heal. But if we can get both of these, then we're in really good shape. Alright, so let's get a card reward. Cold Snap is great. It's probably my 4th or 5th favorite Defect Floor 1 card, behind like Rebound and like the multi-attack one, the one with 2 attacks. But yeah, pretty happy to get Cold Snap. Does damage, protects against Gremlin Knob, helps me preserve that life total. Double defend makes it so we only take 2, and then lightning does the most damage over the long term in the fight. This fight definitely takes a few turns to resolve, so don't feel too bad preparing for that. Only 2 defends, and he's hitting for 17, but I think we have lethal, so. Yeah. 2 damage of the fight is fine. Sweeping Beam's great. I would love to take Reinforced Body. But I think we need to take Sweeping Beam first. Alright, we get an upgrade. We could also card remove, I suppose. I think upgrading Sweeping Beam is probably where we're at. Gets 3 extra damage, which is great for an AoE card. Cold Snap also gets 3 extra damage, but... we could also theoretically do Zapper Dual Cast. Reducing the cost to 0 is pretty meaningful, especially in the context of a card draw. The Sweeping Beam. If we got Compile Driver, we already have a Frost Orb, so we could end up with a lot of draw and needing these to cost 0. But where we are right now, Sweeping Beam is the best. So we do Sweeping Beam. Cold Snap Strike kills this guy. How's it going, Akiran? Those things are live already. Cool. How many, do you get lots of points? I have infinite points, so I don't get to see how many points I have. I think we're going to Cold Snap Strike Defend. That blocks out for 7. We take 1. Double Defend blocks out. Let's do that. And then develop a Zap for, I think, more damage. Excellent. Well, I'm sure those 300 will build up over time. Unless you're using them regularly, I suppose. We'll leave Lethal here. Yeah, pretty excited. Made affiliate after the stream yesterday. Got 8 followers, I think. Pushed me over the edge. Pretty exciting. So we've taken a Cold Snap and a Sweeping Beam so far. Stack is nice. I would like to defend. Stack is probably the best, like, Act 3 card. Static Discharge is kind of cute against the heart. Sometimes you can cheese that like a Book of Stabbing with those. Tempest is okay. Tempest is best if you like already have a the Protect card that blocks for 7, because then you can get a Chemical Axe. I don't really like buying Tempest just for no reason. We don't have enough energy to support that, so I think we skip here. All right. If we dual cast, we can probably kill one. Let's see if it hits. I guess it's only this one. Actually, even that one, we can only do. Oh, we do 14 damage. Okay. So if it hits this one, we can kill him. If it hits him twice, we can kill him too. So we're guaranteed to be able to kill at least one. Yeah. Okay. And then we'll defend the rest of the damage. We need to play Cold Snap and defend, but I guess I'll play Sweeping Beam first. Since it blocks for more. And then I guess I'll just double defend. Set him up to die next turn. There's Defrag. Defrag's a great card. Streamline is also pretty good at Act 1 Elites. Coconut is great at Act 1 Elites. Never lost to an Act 1 Elite in her life. She's always ready. Coconut's got built-in Rip and Tear. Super strong. I think we take Defrag. We don't get much value out of the heal. We get 13 health. I guess we are about to do 2 elite fights, and removing a strike is not super appealing. So I guess 13 health is enough. Okay. Alright, we're at full health. I'm not super sold on dual cast. It's possible that with dual cast and a fire potion we could kill a sentry next turn. But it could also just like hit the center one twice, which would be really sad. Next turn is not likely to have a ton of damage in it. Max damage is Sweeping Beam, Cold Snap, Strike, which is 21. So we need to do at least 1 strike on one, so that if we're doing 21, we can finish him off with Fire Potion. So I guess the worst case scenario is dual cast, it hits the center one twice, I strike a random side one and defend. And then hopefully we still have lethal next turn. This is definitely not guaranteed though. We're missing 4 of these cards and we need all 3 of those. But if we get Sweeping Beam, we draw 6 cards instead of 5. But maybe dual cast hits somebody. Yeah, okay, it did. Alright, so now we defend and strike the one to hit. So now we only need to do 11 damage to him. Sweeping Beam is always getting played. Alright, then I think we'll Cold Snap and Fire Potion that one. And we could Defrag. Defrag blocks for 1, or we could Defend, which blocks for 5. I think I like Defend. Preserve the life total. Maybe once we have 2 Frost Orbs, we can play, what's it called? Zap does more damage. It's not targeted, which is super annoying in this fight, but it's more damage. There's the Defrag. So we can get 2 Frost Orbs and Defrag up, which is pretty nice. It's nice enough that I think I'll skip Sweeping Beam, even though it's upgraded and this is Sentries. Because we get like 6 guaranteed block per turn, which sort of prevents the worst case scenario of drawing all days and taking 10. I guess I could Defrag Cold Snap Sweeping Beam and take 3 now to develop 9 damage. We're pretty unlikely to have lethal on this sentry next turn, even if we do the 9 damage and he gets hit with the thing. He'd be at 7. We'd have to draw 2 of these strikes. I guess we're Cold Snapping him though. So if we Cold Snap and Sweeping Beam, he's taking 15, so we only have to draw 1 strike. Okay. We're taking 4 damage to do that. 4 damage to develop 18 damage is probably correct, though. Okay. And we got a strike. Pretty decent fight. Blood Vial. Blizzard to go with the Cold Snap. Alternately, we take Boot Sequence or Auto Shields. Next fight is either Gremlin Knob or Lagavulin. Boot Sequence is not great against either one. I guess Boot Sequence is kind of fine against Gremlin Knob because you get to get rid of it on turn 1. But Boot Sequence like isn't in your hand when Lagavulin starts attacking. You usually do get to play it, but I do like being a Blizzard deck. Being a Blizzard deck is pretty fun. Why is the beta art for Cold Snap so much better than the regular art? These are all uncommons, which makes this sort of an unconventional pick. I'm not used to seeing these cards opposed to each other. So these two are defensive, which is nice. We're planning on getting most of our defenses over the long term, probably with Frost Orbs, because we already got that going. I really don't like... I've seen, like, Jorbs has the beta art on for defrag, which I hate. It's just... It's so cartoony and just, like... Ugh. I'd rather see something more refined for that. What is beta art for defend? Yeah, see, this is just... Like, I get it. It's beta art. That's kind of the point, is that it's unrefined. But, like... I don't know. I don't want that to be my life. What does this look like? Yeah, let's take Blizzard. It's the most aggressive one. Speaking of aggressive, we could take 5 elites in the act? No. This is obviously stupid. But I could find loot, but no. Here's the Lagavulin resting after his snack. He ate that adventurer. Develop a Frost Orb this turn. Pretty much want to be playing Cold Snap every time we see it. Yeah, I think we want to wait to wake him up until we have defrag or at least 2 zaps up. We could Power Pot right now. If it's... I guess there's nothing that powers you up per turn. There's no, like, Demon Form. There's Creative AI. And I guess Echo Form. We're probably using Power Potion in this fight, so I think I am going to drink it. Yeah, Bioscog is kind of what I was afraid of. So now we can't play Loop because if we do, we wake him up this turn. Oh wait, that's not true. It's at the start of your turn. Okay, we'll take Loop. Oh wait, we did wake him up anyway. Yeah, Cold Snap does wake him up. That's true. I missed that. Okay, well that's fine. I want to get that Frost Orb anyway, so I think that was probably correct. If I knew, I probably would have taken Bioscog though. But I think this is okay. I think we're going to defrag and dual cast here. Get in some damage and try and block out a little bit. Sweeping Beam is great. We're going to play at least 1 defend, and then I think the other one is zap, probably. We've got Frost Orb up front now, so we get extra block from that. Looks like Cold Snap, Strike Blizzard. If we Cold Snap here, we get Lightning Orb in front. We do evoke a Frost Orb as well, so I think it's probably worth it. Plus Blizzard. considerations. I'm blocking for 15 already, and these only block for 3, so I think I'd rather get the damage. Alright, we can zap dual cast to evoke Frost Orb twice, block for 12, 15. Seems good. I think we need the strike. He's still at almost 30, so need to get in that damage. Blizzard is tying with strike now. And that should be it. Okay. Ooh, strawberry. Delicious. Meteor Strike is ambitious. I think White Noise is probably the pick here. We could also skip. But I think White Noise is pretty good. Alright, and then we're going to be resting with this fire, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, that looks like a key. Because we have 2 more elites to go. This is our only chance to rest. If we don't take this fight, we probably have no hard fights the entire act. I guess one of these 2 question marks can be a fight. I feel pretty good about this deck's quality. So I think we can probably take Slime Boss after a couple more elite card rewards. So I think I'm going to take a question mark. Ooh, excellent decision. Nib. Cold Snap blocks versus Gremlin Up, so we're definitely playing that. Let's play Sweeping Beam first and see what we draw. Okay. Best Pen Nib target is either Sweeping Beam or Blizzard, depending on how stacked up Blizzard is. I think we probably want Defrag, blocks for a little bit. Also, Blizzard is pretty underpowered right now. Only passing 2 damage to do it. Actually, we're only passing 1 damage because Lightning Orb gets 1 back right now. White Noise could get like Buffer or Biased Cog or what else would be good? Another Defrag, Electrodynamics. What are the bad outcomes? Like Machine Learning and is that it? Storm. Hi Mayana. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, if we get Machine Learning or Storm, we're pretty upset, but I think everything else is pretty good. We have to be a little bit careful, because if we play more than 1 skill, then we're dead to 2 turns of attacking. And I would prefer not to be dead to 2 turns of attacking, but I think we are safe to do 1, is that correct? So he gets 3 strength and goes up to 29 damage, I think is the first breakpoint. So actually we're not safe. Oh, we are. We're safe at 1 because we block for 6 over 2 turns. Oh wait, no, we're dead exactly. Okay, so so maybe we shouldn't play any skills, because it seems like we might need to survive 2 attacks here. If we're taking 2 attacks, are we ever winning this fight? What can I draw next turn that's lethal? So he's going to take 4 and then 8. So he's going to be at 31. I don't think this deck can do 31 damage with 3 energy. Yeah, we can get Pen Nib up to 3, but we can't use it next turn. And that's the only way we would win this fight if we play a skill here. So I guess we have to not play a skill here. And go to 1, or and go to, let's see, go to 5. Oh wait, no, we go to 11. Maybe we win the fight if we win at 11. Okay. All right. Cold Snap helps a lot. Dual cast is 16, so he's at 13. Definitely gonna strike. If we don't dual cast, he's at 19, and then takes 4 more, so he's at 15. We have to get 15 damage out of these. That's like pretty specifically sweeping beam double strike. So I think it's probably correct to dual cast and lose 5 life here to guarantee it. Oh wait, we blizzard if we don't dual cast. So he's going to be at he's going to take 8 from this turn, and then 4 more, so he'd be at 12. So it's only 11. So we only need 2 strikes. Okay, we're fine. We don't need dual cast. We'll save the health. It's only 1 strike because we have pendant up. I forgot about that. I guess let's find out what was in the box. It was creative AI. I'm glad I didn't do it. Okay. Regal Pill is not super useful right now. We do have skill potions, so I think we have a decent chance of surviving the next fight. It's not really where you want to be, but... does Claw increase our chances of winning the next fight? I think Stack increases our chances of winning by the most. Yeah, no, I'm not claiming that that the RNG would have actually worked out the same, but I think according to my for my mental modeling purposes, those are both random powers. So it's reasonable to treat one as the other. I think take Stack. Stack, like, you can set up Stack a little bit against Lagavulin. You can be like, okay, I'll wake it up this turn because next turn I have a 15 block stack, you know? I guess we can't get that much with this small deck, but... hashtag small deck problems. Okay, let's look for Bioscog. Buffer, that's fine. I guess we need to set up to kill the Fungi Beast. The Lightning Orbs have spoken. Sweeping Beam, we're probably going to buffer this turn, so let's just double strike. Actually, I guess we'll strike Zap. Aha, block for 12. Take that. Alright, we healed for 2 on that fight. There's a second copy of Blizzard. Blizzard decks need 2 Blizzards, so let's do it. Sentries is probably our easiest fight. Probably defend to Zap Stack here. Could skill pop, but I think we need the skill pop for next turn. We're only taking 3. Alright, so now we can only defend for 10, and we'd take 10, so let's see what's in the skill pop. Maybe it's good. Chill seems great. So let's just chill. That one, huh? That's great, thank you so much. So we're blocking for 6. We still need to block for 10, or else we die. Unless we can kill one, but we can't. Sorry, we don't need to block for 6. We need to block for 5 at least. Or we don't need to block for 10. We can block for 5. Actually, we didn't need to block at all. We would have survived at 1 if we didn't do anything. I think it's definitely correct to play Blizzard. Let's see. So we need to kill 1. They're at 31. And we have Sweeping Beam Double Strike as our damage, so we can do 21 damage. So we kind of can't afford to miss both of these strikes. But wait, is it useful to keep a strike? Or to... Oh wait, sorry, we have Sweeping Beam, Double Strike, Cold Snap. So assuming those don't all come on the same turn, we get to use them before they attack again, so it's 18 plus 9. So it's 27. So we do need to use a strike, because 27 is less than 31. Killing monsters with math. We're in a bit of a danger zone here. Our math was assuming we were playing all 4 attacks, but if Sweeping Beam draws us Cold Snap, we're a little bit screwed here. Ooh, and it did. That's gross. Okay, so we just need to rely on drawing a strike from the top of the deck. I think there is no other way to survive here. Got a Cold Snap. That's better than a strike. Okay, so we can defrag and Cold Snap. Yeah, I know Pen Nib's online, but we absolutely had to kill that guy, or else we died. So we can't use the damage efficiently, and that's fine. Then I think we White Noise. Cool. Machine Learning is actually pretty good in this fight. So this is a bit of a stressful fight, because if we have one turn where we just like miss completely, we die. I think it's impossible to kill this guy next turn. However, we have 2 copies of Blizzard and 1 Sweeping Beam. So we have quite a bit of AoE. So it's pretty inefficient to put our damage on this guy. Because we have 2 turns, each of which we're drawing 6 cards to draw an AoE. So we're drawing 12 of these 21 cards. We're very likely to draw AoE that kills him. So we're going to strike the 22 health guy. Thanks, Stack. You're the real hero. We want to keep all lightning or all frost orbs. Actually, I guess 2 frost orbs and 3 frost orbs are the same thing. Because blocking for... Oh wait, no, blocking for 9 is way better than blocking for 6. I guess I'll set this guy up to die if I draw a regular attack. Yeah, there's the Blizzard. We draw 2 Blizzards. Whee! Strike dummy. Sunder is really nice for Slime Boss. It's a good way to get a break. Recursion's nice with Blizzard. Evoking those Frost Orbs, getting block out of it. We're in a tough spot because we need to upgrade defrag, but we have to rest. We get a good rest with Regal Pillow. Yeah, Sunder's super expensive. That is true. It also really needs an upgrade. 32 damage is so much more than 24. But I don't know if I can afford to take an unupgraded recursion. Like, these need upgrades really bad. This needs an upgrade really bad. White Noise and Zap Dualcast kind of need upgrades. So I think we just skip. Apotheosis would be kind of nice, sure. We do have 300 gold. We can go to a shop and buy it. Yeah, I think Recursion just doesn't do enough for 1 mana, so I'll skip it. Alright, we have to rest here. We have Real Billow, so we get to survive the first round. I want to rotate these so they're all Frost Orbs eventually, but if I put a Zap Orb down first, then no Sunder is blunder. Yeah, it's definitely possible. I don't think I can turn 1 Bioscog here. Gotta get defrag developed, that's pretty important. This does 0 damage. But it does stack a pen nib. Yeah, we could have had pen nib sunder here, huh? Max block is cold snap double defend. It seems like we probably need that. I'll go ahead and drink the deck spot too. Not going to run into any harder fights than this anytime soon, so let's use those resources. Okay, so right now he's taking 8 and going to, what is it, 87? So if we do 18 to him, he breaks. We probably want to do a little bit better than that. We can't do a ton better than that. Our biggest attack is Sweeping Beam, which we already used this shuffle. So I guess 6 damage is about the most we can expect. However, if we wait, we get more Lightning Orb damage, so I think we wait. We get to exhaust the slime. I can't pen nib with that, so if we buy a Skug, he breaks now. If we don't buy a Skug, he doesn't break. So yeah, I think we just slime and hold off. Wait, he does break, doesn't he? He goes to, no he doesn't. He goes to 79. It would be nice to do 4 damage to him, but no. Or 3 damage, I guess, is what we would want to do. Alright, max damage is Cold Snap Dual Cast. And there's no reason to not want to do max damage right now, so let's see. Not a terrible split. I'll take it. Frail is going to hurt. Yeah, if we'd taken Sunder, we would have had a lot better split possibilities. Let's see, it would have been 48 damage. So we could have broken him at like 30 maybe. I guess it's not that much better. Because you can't fit in the dual cast. Dual cast was pretty clutch there. So I think defend, zap, strike is probably the line. Lightning Orbs agree with the Spike Slime target. If we play a zap and both of them hit him, he breaks. If they don't kill him, we still block for 15. We can block out. Sure. Alright, so now we can break him with 10 damage, which is not terrible. If we don't, we have a chance of him randomly dying to Lightning Orbs, which would be kind of a disaster. Doing this blocks for 6 plus 5 is 11, so take 7. Hopefully both Lightning Orbs hit him. Okay. It's just more for Sweeping Beam. Alright, it's definitely Bioscog time. Bioscog Blizzard Sweeping Beam seems like a hell of a turn. Sweeping Beam Blizzard does 10 AoE, so it breaks Acid Slime. I guess let's Sweeping Beam first. Actually, maybe we don't want to Sweeping Beam. Maybe we want to Bioscog Dual Cast. I guess we need to break Acid Slime. And the only way to guarantee that is Sweeping Beam and Blizzard. Okay. I guess Strike does more damage than Blizzard, huh? But Blizzard does AoE damage. But these, I don't really care about AoE because they're going to die to Lightning Bolts, hopefully. So I'll just strike this guy. Get a better split. They both died to Lightning Bolts. Okay. Sure. Hey, Stack's doing it. Doing stuff. Alright, looks like we're going to survive this fight, which is great. I was trying to think about pen nib, but I messed it up. We can put Bioscog in the deck. Seems like something you usually want to do. Yeah, we definitely could have died to that fight, for sure. Inserter. When is it ever not inserter? Yeah, we have focus. Orb slots would be great. We could take like a consume. Yeah, Busted Crown is off the table. We don't have enough stuff yet. We do have 2 copies of Blizzard, so that's like pretty nice. But we need to find like 3 copies of Cool Headed before it's like actually good. Nuclear battery is cool, but not actually very good. Inserter's great. Okay. Ideally we hit 2 hallway fights, some question marks, and a shop. There's no shop. We go to a shop here. This late part of the act looks tough. There's like no extra fires. Yeah, there's literally 0 fires between the chest and the end. So I guess the shop is nice because it gives us a little respite. And then we probably fight this elite. Or we could fight this elite and get an extra fire here, and then hit the second shop. Yeah, I think we'll probably need the extra fire, given how few there are in this act. I think we want to take 3 question marks. These are our prime opportunities to turn into a ghost or vampire, which are things that like significantly improve the power of any run. We do have strike dummy, so we're not like desperate to get rid of our strikes. We're also at nearly full health, but these first 2 hallway fights will probably fix that for us. What's in the box? Echo form. Sweet. Can Echo form Bioscog? Is that too much? We can Echo form defend if we're boring. Echo form Bioscog gives us 8 focus right now, so these do 11. We do 22, and then we do 9. Wait, what? Yeah, 22 and then 20. Or wait, 22 and then 18 and then 14 is the sequence. So 22 plus 18 is 40, and then 14 is 54, and then 10 is 64. So they do fall off before they kill him, but whatever, that's a lot of damage. Is dual cast lethal? 30 plus 30? No. Oh, it is lethal. It's dual cast plus strike. And it sits at pen nib. Okay. 0 cost echo form. Turbo plus is kind of cool. We are a 3 energy deck, so getting a chance to do some more expensive stuff is cool. We don't really have any more expensive stuff that we want to do. We do have Sweeping Beam. If we get Cool Headeds, we might need Turbo to keep going. White Noise definitely carried that fight. We did still take like 5 net damage because we took 7 and healed for 2. But I'll take that. Yeah, I just don't know if Turbo Plus is good enough. It probably is. We just need to get lots of card draw for it to be good. We don't have lots of card draw now. Yeah, I think for a deck that missed an energy relic, Turbo Plus in the early Act 2 is pretty good. I don't know what we're doing with it yet, but we'll find something, maybe. Or it'll be a curse, and we'll be sad. Let's see what's in the box. Capacitor. Not super useful with Inserter, because we don't have that many orbs, but still useful. We've pen nib up so we can strike somebody for a bunch. Do we plan on killing both of them? Well, we lost a bunch of AoE here by trying both blizzards up front. It's a pretty bad start. So maybe we should just plan on killing Looter. He has 7 less health. He's much easier to kill. Yeah, okay. Play Blizzard to recharge pen nib. I guess it's a good thing we're planning on taking the late shot because we're getting super robbed here. We could speed pot. We still don't quite block out. Oh yeah, we do. If we speed pot instead of all the energy. We can speed pot, double defend, and strike. Seems fine. That's not what we wanted. We have Sweeping Beam Turbo, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I guess we'll use Turbo, sure. This fight's too short to worry about later. Oh my god. So dual cast does 12 damage, so I'll strike. Jeez. Let's strike first to avoid wasting a charge. Actually, I guess I'll just cold snap because it wastes less damage, and then dual cast. So we might actually get him. We did get him. Oh, okay. We saved that 100 gold. Scrape goes with Turbo. Aggregate goes with Stack. What a weird archetype of, like, you just have a bunch of cards. But I think none of them is probably the correct answer. I want, like, Cool-Headed. Alright, we're low on health, and we can trade out strikes for bites. We can do it and maintain max HP. I'm not super... I don't need to keep Blood Vial. I could give up Blood Vial. Or, let me rephrase that. Blood Vial is great. I don't want to give up Blood Vial. I would prefer to keep it, but 24 max HP is so much. 24 max HP is like a mango and a like waffle or something, right? It's like more than that even. So like, if we get to keep 24 max HP, that's really good. On the flip side, if we keep Blood Vial, then we get to keep healing, and we don't lose any current HP when we trade in the strikes. So, and part of the value of Mango, and especially Waffle, is like when you buy it, you heal. You know, for Mango you heal for 14, which is huge. And for Lee's Waffle, you heal the full. It's kind of a tough one. There's also the consideration of Strike Dummy becomes basically useless as soon as we take this event. But I don't think that's a reason to refuse. We need this to survive. You also get to do silly Echo Form things with bites. We are going to rest like pretty soon, so I think keeping the max HP is pretty correct. Okay. It's pretty cheap for a relic. Fair enough. It's a pretty cheap relic. Well, that's the wrong order for those events. I wish it upgraded all your bites and defense. That'd be super sick. I guess I'll still take upgraded defense. Upgraded defense is pretty good. I would like to say that I'm mostly blocking with Frost Orbs, but really I only have one Frost Orb source. Yeah, I need to... like, what would I even card remove, you know? I would remove a Defend or something? That's, like, very bad. Alright, we've got a ton of extra value from rest sites now, so when we rest we get an extra card ward and 15 HP. Like, I normally don't think much of Dreamcatcher, but, like, it's pretty crazy how valuable rests are right now. Plus we have, like, extra max HP from Strawberry. These are all good, too. We're a 3 energy deck, so maybe we take Charge Battery over Reinforced Body. But Steam Barrier is upgraded. If we're gonna start taking zero cost synergy, Turbo and Steam Barrier seems like the wrong place to start. So I think we just take Charge Battery. We've got kind of a weird thing going where if we Charge Battery one turn and then Turbo the next turn, on the second turn we have 7 energy. So that's part of this run now. Pretty sure we're taking this elite. We were pretty healthy. Okay. Here they are. Attacking turn 1 is actually kind of good. Although we need to double bite to give the Lightning Orb a 1 in 3 chance of killing Fat Gremlin. Fat Gremlin is super important. Which means we can't develop defrag because we probably want to defend after that. Okay. Darn. Alright, well, we can, I think we bleed to death slowly if we buy a Skug here. It's too early. So let's bite him to death, develop his Zap and a Charge Battery. Okay, not a lot to do this turn. I guess theoretically we want to kill the Shield Gremlin. We're not doing any damage to anybody, basically. We're just allowing Lightning Orbs to hit them, potentially. Oh, I don't think I want to waste Pen Nib on one of those blizzards. So I'll just wait. Oh boy. Yeah, that's why we say Pen Nib. Ooh boy. That really saved my bacon. That was a good decision. I did the right thing, and it makes me feel good. Okay, probably want to eat Turbo here so that we can defend double bite. I guess we'll also dual cast Lightning Orb on Gremlin Leader. We're definitely playing a bite and a defend. So do we want to turbo out these two? Actually, I think no. We've really been relying on white noise this run, and it is late. Can I get electrodynamics? That's kind of electrodynamics. Yeah, really glad that I didn't turbo, because I would have not been able to play one of these cards. I think Cold Snap is probably better than Bite here. Okay, it seems like ride or die time, so we need to like bias cog and get some correct hits. So we're gonna bias cog. So we're blocking for 14. If we assume that one of the orbs hits Sneaky Gremlin, then this blocks for 12. That seems good. And then I guess we defend. And do this, because every little bit matters. Okay, we did hit him. Sweeping Beam is nice. It makes Mad Gremlin a little bit angry. Let's dual cast first and see if we can kill him. We can. We don't need to turbo out defensive cards here. Nib's not going off, so we'll play all the attacks. Maybe a next turn energy is more valuable than 4 damage. Let's see, so we're doing 18 and then 15 and then 12. So 18 takes him down to 35, and then 15 takes him down to 20, and then 12 takes him down to 8. So with that plan, we only need to do 4 damage. So maybe we can get him a turn sooner. 18, 15 is 33, so he'd be on the 20. So if we do 4 this turn and then 16 next turn, we can get him. That's assuming all the lightning orbs hit him, which is definitely not guaranteed because he's about to summon. But I think we need to take every advantage we can find. We might want to let these guys hit us. If they hit us, we develop extra lightning orbs. We can make the first guy... the first guy's only hitting us for 2. So we could defend and have the last guy only hit us for 4. Yeah, I think I'll take 5 and double bite. Alright. I'll take the extra bite. I guess I'll charge Pad Nibbler a little bit as well. Thanks. Happy Flower is the reward. I've got a Core Surge. That goes pretty well with Biskog. It's a shame we have to pass up Chill to take it, but that's clearly correct. We can get a Chill later. Core Surge is once in a run, usually. We can get the Crazy Rest again, where we heal for, 37, 38, and get a card reward. And we need to do that because we're fighting an elite later, but it's like way later. We have to go through 3 hallway fights first. Ultimately, we could get an upgrade on probably Biskog, maybe Defrag. Yeah, I think we rest. I don't think we were interested in any of these. We're not like recurring anything, so holograms not useful. We don't really care about lightning orbs or X-cost stuff, although we do have turbo, and this is a Steam Barrier minus, so that doesn't do nearly as much as the Steam Barrier plus we skipped earlier. Most card award screens, if you say skip, you can go back to them, but apparently with Dreamcatcher you can't. Bottled Tornado. Well, that probably goes on... I want to say that goes on Biascog, but then does it? Because that means that like almost guarantees that we draw Biascog before Core Surge, and we want to draw them in the other order. It works really well if we can find, what's the shop relic where you get the clockwork toy or something? The, we can't bottle White Noise, it's not a power. So it's either defrag or Biascog. Defrag is like somewhat more reliably good. Defrag is like kind of terrible in hallway fights though. We're about to do a bunch of hallway fights. So I think we bottled Biascog. Plus we can draw a Core Surge on turn 1. We could Gambler's Brew to go look for Core Surge, but I don't think that's necessary here. This is one of those cheesable fights, so the goal here is we kill Centurion and then bite Mystic until we're at full health. They're attacking for a bunch, so we will block for a bunch. They do debuff you, so I can't just like freely Core Surge and hope that it lands on Biascog. However, I can just Core Surge and not count on it landing on Biascog to get extra damage. Which seems like probably a good idea. She's buffing right now because they haven't taken sufficient damage to require healing. So we need to do sufficient damage so that they require healing pretty soon. And I think that's at least dual cast Bite. I think I can hold Core Surge if I want to. I'm gonna look up the fight really quick. Let's see, so she... Okay, if any enemy can be healed by 21 is her AI. So if we dual cast and it doesn't favor Centurion, then we do have to Core Surge Bite him, which only does 18, but then if the Lightning Orb hits him... Oh wait, the Lightning Orb is not going to hit him because we're going to dual cast Lightning Orb. Okay, whatever. Alright, we have to do both of these so that he needs healing. Stack is doing some work here. Double Bite Stack, both blocks for the most and does a bunch of damage. We might make it back to Biascog with the artifact up. Haven't been debuffed so far. Let's see what's in the box. Static Discharge is a little bit scary. That sort of stops me from controlling the fight as much. Although winning the fight is more important than controlling the fight, so yeah, we'll play it. Do we turbo here? We definitely play defrag. Yeah, I think we want to play both of these. It's not a great turbo, though. We're just turboing out a zap, basically. No, I guess I'll pass on it. Grumble, grumble. Alright, she is debuffing. So if we want to play Biascog, we gotta do it right now. The only way to do that is to draw it with Gambler's Brew. So if we Gambler's Brew everything, we draw 5 cards. We have like a 1 in 3 shot at it, basically. I think it's probably correct. Just because like these cards aren't great anyway, it would just be like Cold Snap Blizzarding. Sweeping Beam gives us an extra shot, and it uses the pen nib on the best target. No dice. Okay, that's fine. Would have been nice is all. I think we're gonna bite, zap, charge lightning here. We don't want to buy a Skog because that puts us in a place where we can't extend the fight, and we want to keep that fight going. We can double defend, double bite. Blizzard is still only doing 2 damage, so it's not really worth considering. Alright, here's a big attack turn. Our max block is Cold Snap, Defend, Stack, which definitely doesn't block out, but I think is worth doing. Well, if we don't buy a Skug this turn, then, like, what are we even doing? We've got a ton of lightning orbs, though. If we buy a Skug, we're going to win really quickly. So I think we just wait. We can trigger Pen Nib, so we'll trigger Pen Nib on Sweeping Beam. This is 14 plus 18. It's not lethal. It's close, though. I guess we can get him with a Lightning Orb pretty easily. It's like almost certainly going to happen. Yeah, okay. Alright, so now how close can we get to full health before she dies? Looks like not that close. I guess she's healing herself here, but we've just got too many lightning orbs. Oh, I guess she dies first. Alright, well that was underwhelming. I guess I should have Bioscogged earlier. Here's Glacier. I talked about taking Consume because we have Inserter, but with 2 copies of Blizzard and only 1 Frost Orb source, we definitely need to take Glacier. So we'll take Glacier. Let's see what's in the attack potion. This fight can really drain your health, if you let it. We might need to skip this elite and just go to this fire. Do another like, mega heal thing. So since this fight can really drain your health, do I Bioscog on turn 1? Bioscog double bite. I guess let's see what's in the potion. Ooh, we got Core Surge. Okay, well, I guess we're Bioscogging then. Gee. We can hit the Shell Parasite now if we want to. We have to be a little bit careful because we could end up with hitting the Core Surge on the vulnerable. That might actually be what we want to do. It's a little bit of a 200 IQ play. I don't know if I can back that one up. Yeah, I think we just Core Surge and Double Bite the Shelled Parasite. We definitely don't want to be vulnerable and take 30 here. Alright, Glacier means we should be pretty safe. We can defrag and I guess we can't Cold Snap as well. So now we definitely want to play Core Surge, unless we need the defrag to block out. Core Surge would be great, I'll say, because it blocks the vulnerable. Or wait, does Avocado weaken you? Oh, he frails you, so I guess Core Surge is not guaranteed to land on the vulnerable. So we'll just focus on blocking out this turn. So we're currently blocking for 12-17. They're hitting for 14-25. So we're off by 8. Defrag blocks for 2. So we'll block for, I guess, Cold Snap blocks for 6. So that blocks for just as much as defend. So we'll go ahead and Cold Snap on the target where it does damage. Okay. They're attacking for 21. I can block out. So I should probably do that. Block out, Double Bite. Seems fine. We should not bite the Fungi Beast, because then the Lightning Orb could kill him. I guess we have 4 energy, so we can White Noise in addition to defend Double Bite. Sure. This is also technically a fight you can cheese, because he's got that plated armor, so you can just bite him all day, as long as you don't wear out his plated armor. If you can get to the fight to a place where it's paused. Which maybe we can't. So if we defend, bite the Fungi Beast, and he dies to the Lightning Orb, then he does 20 damage and we block out. We actually don't even need to defend. But I think I will anyway. Or I guess defend stack. Yeah. So let's defend, bite, stack. This would be a good time to kill the Fungi Beast. Yeah, because we're blocked out. Alright, so we have to survive one more turn vulnerable. And of course we didn't draw any block. But we still block out, so whatever. This Pen Nib makes this bite do actual damage, but I guess that's okay. We have to kill him eventually. I guess we could have Blizzarded, it would have done less damage, but... We could dual cast to pause the Lightning Orb damage. Yeah, I think I actually do want to do that. So that way we can kill him slower and get to full health. I'm going to eat the shit out of this avocado. This is going to be a delicious avocado. He doesn't even know yet. Okay, we're going to develop a Frost Orb so that we're guaranteed to block out for the rest of the fight. And then defend. I guess I can bite him here. He takes off 1 plated armor, but as long as he has more than 7 or more, then we can keep biting him forever. I guess I'll bite and defrag? Yeah, I'll defrag because then defrag is out of the deck, so I can draw a higher density of bites. Goals draw 1 bite per turn. That's a bite. Full health, here we come. Choo-choo. Time to ride the avocado train. I've never put avocado on a waffle, but suddenly that sounds like a great idea. I guess I could cold snap. There's no reason to think this hard about my turn. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't need 56 armor. Okay. No more thinking, just biting. I'll pass on that bite. Yeah, Ironclad can definitely do it with the thing that Ironclad does. So we should only take his armor when we're on a pen nib turn. That's the rule. Is it Juggernaut? Is Juggernaut the thing that causes you to not lose your block? I guess you can do it with Calipers too. And Trench is the real key though, right? Yeah, and Trench. Calipers is way better too. Because Calipers is just always on. You don't have to play a stupid 3 energy power. Avocado. I've never had a vampire avocado interaction like this before. This is fun. I like this. I like that I get to go to full health on this random hallway fight. Man, the vampire event is good. I was thinking for a second that I didn't need to go to full health because I had Blood Vial, but I do not have Blood Vial. That's true. I didn't realize this was a fire. I missed that one when I was looking at the map. All right, now we can start killing him because we're at full health. Great fight. Good stuff. Aha, we can kill with Blizzard. We're a Blizzard deck. Don't forget, Blizzard is the powerful part about this deck. It's not the bites. Ooh, there's a cool-headed. We got there. Finally found the cool-headed. Okay. We have 400 money, so we should probably go to this shop. Alright, all that talk about skipping that elite and going to that fire, that's all gone. Mummified Hand is great. Defrag's on sale. Wow. What a store. Panic Button is actually pretty good in this type of deck, because we don't need to get block from cards. We get block from Frost Orbs. So we could theoretically buy Panic Button, and then we'd have a Panic Button. We actually only have 2 powers, so like, Mummified Hand is not insane. But we're also a 3 energy deck, so any sort of energy manipulation is great. And we could buy a defrag so that we have 3 powers. Barrage is probably a consideration. We have Inserter, so eventually Barrage does 40 damage. And it destroys plated armor, which is relevant for Donu Deca. And some Act 3 fights. We can't afford Mummified Hand, Defrag, Cool-Headed, and Barrage, though. Yeah, Dead Branch is the hard part of the Corruption Dead Branch thing to find. It's kind of weird. If you do like a whole lot of elites in your run, you have, I think, probably... I haven't done the math for this, but my intuition is that you have a greater than 50% chance to find any individual rare card. If you start out your run saying, I want to find Corruption, you usually can. It's not like guaranteed, and I wouldn't recommend that strategy because like that makes you very inflexible. But I feel like you find the thing you're looking for sort of half the time. But yeah, Dead Branch, you definitely do not find half the time. Dead Branch is super rare. Any rare relic you can't rely on. You have to let the rare relics come to you and then change your strategy accordingly. So we're definitely buying Mummified Hand. I think we're definitely buying Defrag, which means that we don't have any other options. So I guess we're done. I think passing on Defrag is pretty reasonable there too, if you don't like that pick. This is definitely not a fight you can pause. We could Distilled Chaos and look for Core Surge. What else could we get with Distilled Chaos? We could get Defrag. We'd probably end up getting a Blizzard or a Bite or something. Maybe a Glacier. Glacier would be nice, cool-headed. Also, if it gives us an attack, it kind of like tells us who to hit. Sorry, she's out of earshot, or else I would say hi for you. Go ahead and link Mint Chuck. I'll give you my blessing. Yeah, there it is. What is it? I mean, I can see it's a JPEG. Oh, I see, it's your run. Wow, that is a lot of cards. What are you doing with a 55 card deck? Oh, I see. You had a ton of curses, so having a lot of cards makes a lot of sense. Yeah. I'm not super big fan of Infinite Blades. You did have the little shiv thingy. Yeah, you got some pretty good relics. It's too bad you almost made it. Spear and shield. That's if you got that far, the run was hitting. 15 damage shivs. Divoodle. That's nice. So I wanna Distilled Chaos to like see who the deck wants me to kill, but I would also like to save the Distilled Chaos for either this or this fight. But I think this fight is hard enough that I don't feel bad using it. If it gets 3 strikes, it just charges Pen Nib. It doesn't waste it, so... Alright, let's see what it is. Free defrag, and we should attack this guy. Okay, good enough for me. Most of this hand is free. Actually, we can play everything because of the powers and mummified hand, so I guess we should play everything. And that charges Pen Nib. A little bit spooky playing Bias Cog on turn 1. Oh wow, the orbs really like that guy. Okay. Let's cool-headed. Bites are hitting for a lot here, so probably bite, defrag, blizzard. Oh right, mummified hand. Oh wow, man! Every single random effect hit that last guy. The universe was just like, no, screw this guy in particular. All right, they're hitting for 22. We probably want to play Charge Battery, so then we're blocked out for 14. Maybe we play a Defend as well. I guess Stack blocks for a lot. We could just Charge Battery, Core Surge, Stack. Yeah, we've only got 1 attack in hand, so I guess we should play it. I think he actually had more starting health than this guy. So the first one wouldn't have hit him if it had Dark Orb targeting rules. But there's not really any point in talking about it, because it clearly doesn't. That's not how it works at all. Our Artifact Charge did save us 1 focus there. That is how that works. Let's Sweeping Beam first and see what we draw. It looks like we're going to play all these. Let's start with Dual Cast. See where that goes. Wow, the Orb RNG, this fight has been very good. That is pretty insane. Alright, now we just have to get enough damage to kill him before we scale down into Oblivion. I think we want the Lightning Orb in front in the unlikely case that we end up evoking it. Seems like we should be good. Let's start thinking about Pen Nib. I think if we do these 2, we win the fight. Okay. We can take the second stack. Was it 53? I thought it was 55, but you could be right. I was not watching super carefully. Yeah, that was crazy. I was not expecting to take 0 damage from that fight. I like panicked a little bit. I spent I mean, I guess it was appropriate, right? Because like the chaos potion is like usually not that valuable, and in that fight, like you can definitely take like 30 plus damage from that fight, no problem. And we took 0, so I'm gonna give some of that credit to the chaos potion and say that it paid itself off. My normal expectations for like you should get about 10 health worth of value out of a potion is a little bit skewed for chaos potion because it's kind of like, I don't know, you use it in an emergency. It's really hard to measure exactly what you're expecting to get out of it because you don't know what it's going to do. Just use it and hope. Kind of like Snecko oil where you're like, button, save me. I think we can skip here. We're probably fine against Hyper Beam Man. He doesn't apply any debuffs, so we can just take our time and set up the combo, get a bunch of orbs, and then block out Hyper Beams. Yeah, if you have Frozen Eye is what that's called. If you have Frozen Eye, then like obviously it's a way different potion. But yeah, I think we skip here. All right, full health, Slaver fight. Starting off with Pen Nib. We could Pen Nib a 0 damage Blizzard. Seems great. We again have the super awkward turn 1 bias cog option. This is a terrible draw. This is why you don't put Turbo in the deck also. Because it gives you turns like this. Also, Blizzard. That's why you don't put Blizzard in the deck. But don't let Blizzard hear me say that. So I guess this turn is Bias Cog, Defrag, Defend. Yikes. Well, there's not much that can be done about it. At least the Lightning Orbs know where the place is. Alright, we get to double Bite. I wish that Pen Nib meant that Bite healed twice. That would be fun. I guess we White Noise first. I can't think of a power where it like increases your strength or anything, but... Ooh, Echo Form. That's really nice. Play the 0 cost one, because why not? Okay, well I was feeling a little bit spooky about this fight. We should be able to pull it out if we've got Echo Form, though. Double Sweeping Beam is 18 AoE, and we get to bite the Red Slaver to death. We're still vulnerable for the front two. They're looking to hit us for 25. We've got I guess Stack is going to be the play. Sweeping Beam, Bite, Stack. I guess we'll see what Sweeping Beam gets. Yeah, we don't want to play either of those. The Stack blocks for 14. Glacier blocks for a lot, double Glacier blocks for even more. Yeah, turn 1 Bias Cog is such a weird property to have for your run. It's like every fight is going to be stressful. You're going to be racing the clock a lot. So this should be blocked out, right? So they're hitting for 34. We're blocked for 20, 34. Okay. Blizzard does slightly more damage, but Bite heals me for 2. And AoE damage is less useful than targeted damage, so... Alright, now Vulnerable wears off, so we're a little bit less scared. Core Surge saves us 1, or actually 2 focus, because we'll have 2 procs of Artifact. It also kills Blue Slaver. Or we could get 2 Frost Orbs. Yeah, Clockwork Souvenir would be nice. But we didn't see that at the last shop. But we did see Mummified Hand, so not complaining. Just to be clear. I think we definitely Core Surge. And then I guess cool-headed. Get those wounds out of the way. If we cold snap, we lose the lightning orb, which is a big source of damage. But we have Echo Form up, so I think we should be able to bite him to death. Clockwork Souvenir is the turn 1 artifact charge one, so we would just get to Bias Cog for free on turn 1 every game. And by for free, I mean without losing focus. Triple Bite is lethal. Oh, I guess Double Bite is lethal. There's another Core Surge. We definitely want to take pretty much as many Core Surges as we can, because we have Bias Cog in the starting hand. Also, Core Surge is just a really busted card. Okay. We took a bunch of damage there, so it seems like we need to rest, because our plan against Hyper Beam is to survive them until we can build up enough Frost Orbs. Surviving Hyper Beams takes a lot of health. Although we do have 31, we should have some Frost Orbs up. Yeah, I don't think we can count on just blocking him out, because the upgrade would go on Bias Cog almost certainly. But then, like, if we don't get an Echo Form with White Noise, then, like, we aren't guaranteed to win the fight. We're not guaranteed to win the fight even if we do rest, but I think we're way more likely to win the fight. And winning the fight is currently kind of a problem. Stack Plus is great, especially in this fight. I'm a little bit afraid of taking 3 unupgraded defrags, although we do have Mummified Hand, so not, like, so afraid that I wouldn't do it. I think just in this case, stack is better. We do have upgraded defense, and we're getting most of our block from Frost Orbs. But that doesn't mean this isn't a defensively oriented deck. It is. So I think Stack Plus probably fits right in. The deck is a little bit full, and we need to save some room for the cool-headeds that we still need to pick up. And like an Echo Form if we find one. So I could see Skip here being the pick. Definitely not Ball Lightning. So like Skip, Stack, or Defrag I think are all reasonable picks. But we're like so far behind on upgrades that I don't think I can take another unupgraded card, and that's what Defrag is, so I'll take Stack. Or not another unupgraded card, another card that needs an upgrade so badly. Alright, this is definitely not a fight where we can Bias Cog on turn 1 and hope. We could use Gambler's Brew to try and find one of the 2 Core Surges. We get to mulligan 4 cards looking for 2 out of 22. So it's like... it's sort of like 10 out of 11 to the power of 4. It's not exactly that, but... I guess it is exactly 20 factorial divided by 16 factorial over 22 factorial divided by 18 factorial, but I can't do that in my head, so... yeah, sure, let's go for it. We're not going to get a better Gambler's Brew turn. There's no wounds or anything in this fight, so... Plus we're wasting 2 energy right now. Even if we don't get it, it's still fine. Okay. White Noise is great. Echo Form. Another turn 1 Echo Form. I'll take it. Okay. We missed on Bias Cog, but we hit something much more important. Let me just make 100% sure we can't lose artifact charges in this fight before I play this. Yeah, we cannot. The only debuff is the orbs stealing your cards. And that doesn't interact with artifact charges. Okay, so we could take 2 artifact charges. We don't really need 2 artifact charges. We could take 2 defrags. 2 defrags, a Glacier, and a Core Surge. Seems pretty good. Does it block out? These block for 4, so it's 12. 12 plus 7. Yeah, it does block out. Neat. Plus we discount 2 things to 0, so we might get like 2 bites or something. Yeah, we do get to play our whole hand. I guess that was guaranteed. Do we care about the orb stealing stuff? We probably don't care, like, a lot, but I think we care enough to target them. Lightning orb agrees with the target. I want the defrag back more than I want the other core surge. So I chose the wrong target, but whatever. Stack blocks out after the strikes, so I guess we just... or after the bites, rather. Those aren't strikes, those are bites. I'll just bite the one that's closer to death. We actually didn't even need the strike to block out. This like almost blocked out by itself. Alright, Cold Snap kills him. We're getting hit for 24. So we Cold Snap, defend, charge battery, I guess. Oh, we lose the... I wasn't thinking about how Echo Form interacted there. We should have double charge batteried. That was way better. So we're currently blocked for 16, taking 24. So if we charge battery, we take 1 damage. I think that's okay. Do we have... Why did that get played twice? Is it because the Echo Form failed on the first target? I didn't... What? I didn't know how that... I will post a link to the site I'm on. It is the Slay the Spire wiki. I highly recommend it for all of your Slay the Spire wikiing needs. So that's a super weird interaction that I have never seen before, which is if you have 1 copy of Echo Form, it'll copy the first card, but if it fails to copy the first card, in this case because the target died, then it'll copy the second card as well. So the charge is not consumed if the card fizzles. I don't know. That might be untrue for various definitions of fizzle. But very weird interaction there. I hesitate to call it a bug, but I think that's probably unintended. So we can sweep and beam twice, draw 2 cards. Seems nice because we have 6 energy. Because this is Happy Flower and we double thingied last turn. So if we double sweeping beam, we have a decent chance of finding Bioscog. Do we want to find Bioscog? Or do we want to dual cast Bioscog? I think we might want to dual cast Bioscog. So finding it now would be bad. So we should avoid finding it now. So instead of Sweeping Beam, we should play everything else in the hand and not play Sweeping Beam. Which seems a little bit weird. But I think I like it. Because he's Hyper Beaming next turn? I believe it's next turn. And if we're able to dual cast a Bioscog next turn, we'll be in great shape. Alright, we didn't find it. Cool-Headed blocks for a bunch and draws a couple cards. We drew a Glacier and a Defrag. Defrag blocks for 6. Glacier blocks for way more. And I think we need to block for every bit we can this turn, because this is the Hyper Beam turn. Almost got there. We should be able to bite back that health. We definitely don't need to end this fight at full health. I don't mean to imply that that's necessary. Wow. He's shields down and this is the turn. Okay. Well, I guess I just play none of these. Lame. Alright, and this is our double Bioscog. So we have 2 artifact charges, so neither of these focus down effects lands. And we just get to block for 1,000,000. We don't need to dual cast to block out this turn. He still does scale, so he's going to beat us eventually if we let him. I think I'll take the dual cast Blizzard instead of the defrag. We don't really need more focus. We've kind of achieved our goal for focus, so we just need max damage now. I guess I'm not even playing defrag. No, I'll play defrag because it makes one of these bites free. I should have played it before I drew so that I didn't have a chance to defend, but whatever. Alright, we're already blocked out. Double Blizzard seems good. We should also zap. We have so much focus. None of the other cards matter. Okay, max damage is double bite. We should probably fit in a cool-headed as well so that future blizzards do more damage. Okay, more bites. Probably double cold snap does more damage than double glacier. Actually, maybe double glacier does more damage over the long term because it's 4 frost orbs. I assume we're blocked out this turn, but maybe we're not, actually. No, we're evoking a bunch of frost orbs, we'll be fine. We also have stack for 16. So cold snap is 6 damage and a frost orb now. So glacier is net 1 extra frost orb, so it's 2 damage per blizzard. So blizzard is 2 damage less than cold snap per shuffle. Assuming you play cold snap in both blizzards. So I'll play 2 cold snaps. $159. Seems like enough. Alright, there's both blizzards. We didn't get to dual cast both of them, which is unfortunate. We do get to pen nib one. Which seems like plenty. We could turbo and cool-headed too. I guess cool-headed was probably lethal there. Since the second... Well, no, I guess not. Well, yeah, actually, so it would have made the second one do 4 extra damage. And he's only 6 health away from dying. But I kind of want to recharge pen nib. So I will go ahead and draw a card here. Alright, that helps me recharge pen nib, I guess. Seek seems excellent, especially since we're like desperately looking for our Core Surges on turn 1. So this is kind of like our 3rd copy of Core Surge. We don't have the energy to do Meteor Strike things, although sometimes we do on the turbo turn, but I can't count on those lining up. I don't have any hand manipulation to be able to do that. And we're definitely not hyper beaming, although we do have, we could theoretically hyper beam. If we're at 0 focus, then if you have an artifact potion, you do dodge the focus down. But we already have 2 copies of Blizzard and 1 copy of Sweeping Beam, so we don't really need more AoE. Also, we're headed into Act 3, where Hyper Beam's 26 damage seems a lot less impressive. So I'll take Seek. Alright, we could remove 2 cards. We did the Vampire event, so we're not excited to remove any cards particularly. Slaver's Collar is really nice, and then Sozu. Well, we currently have no potions, so Sozu is a little bit worse than you would normally expect, because like the best time to pick Sozu is when you have like artifact potion, or like in this deck, since I have sources for artifact, it would be when I have like 2 speed pots, so that I can like spend those speed pots when I need to. Yeah, so because of the Core Surges, I think it's really important to not pick Sozu, so that I can get speed pots and flexes, and then ignore their downsides. Or extend their upsides, I suppose. That's the way to think about that. So I think we'll probably pick Slaver's Collar, because it's strictly better than Skip. I guess Empty Cage is also better than Skip, but not by a ton. What would I even end up doing? Yeah, I guess like maybe Zap Dualcast. Maybe the Stack Minus. Maybe the Turbo. Yeah, I think maybe it's like Zap Turbo. Turbo was a cool idea, but it isn't where the deck ended up going. I was like, I'll pick Turbo and then I'll get 3 Cool-Headeds, and I have not been able to find 3 Cool-Headeds. Yeah, I think removing Zap and Turbo from the deck is good, but I think getting extra energy in boss and elite fights is way better. It is Doni Deca, so that that theoretical interaction of getting to 10 orb slots and then barraging people to death is good. We don't really need an early store, but there are some available. We have to go this way with this fire, which is nice because this elite is... He's got a very welcoming set of campfires around him. Really love this path. We do have to take 3 fights to get there, and there's only 2 easy fights in Act 3, but we are pretty well set up, so we should be fine. It does. This kind of deck is a little bit weak in hallway fights. We have a key. We got the blue key. Also, I would generally expect to go into Act 3 with no keys. It's most efficient if you can get your keys early, or get your keys late, because early on it costs resources to acquire the keys, right? Like, you need to give up an upgrade to take the recall key. You need to like risk your health to fight an Act 1 or Act 2 Mega Elite. And you're better off using those resources on like improving the quality of your deck so that you can sort of exponentially scale later. Because you need to break the game, right? By the time you get to Act 4, or else you lose. So if you spend those resources early in investing in yourself, you're more likely to be able to break the game. And then when you get to Act 3, if you've broken the game, like this deck clearly has, I like blocked out 3 hyper beams. You know, that's like as broken as you get. So once you break the game, picking up the keys in Act 3 is trivial. You're just like, oh, I don't need to do anything at this campsite, so I guess I'll just pick up the thing. Well, I talk a lot, Akiran. Come on. Cut me some slack here. We keep the Seek for Core Surge and then Bias Cog, which seems great. We can also double defend because Happy Flower went off this turn. Or I guess Bias Cog would probably decost one of these 2, most likely. We're still taking some damage. We should be able to heal that with bites before the fight ends. Unless the fight ends like too soon, which is definitely possible. Charge Pendant. Looks like we might get exploded on. We're going a little slow. I guess we could dual cast. We're definitely going to play both defects. We're playing our whole hand because it's all powers. Ooh, creative, yeah, that's fun. If we dual cast this, it most likely kills this Exploder. So let's go for that. Yeah, okay. And we take 11. So we have 3 energy. Max damage is Sweeping Beam, Core Surge, Cold Snap, which is only 26. So let's Sweeping Beam first and see if we can find some more damage somehow. We found some block. I guess we have to do that. Cold Snap blocks for more than Bite. So I guess we Cold Snap Stack. He's dying anyway. So we can just Cold Snap this guy. Actually, We don't want to cold snap this guy because we want to bite him to death with 2 bites to restore some health that we're about to lose from Exploder. Gross. Is there any way we can heal for more than 4 in this fight? I don't think there is. None of these heal during fights. Yeah. It's a shame. There's Consume. I think we're still taking Consume. Also, that's a Consume plus. Do we still need Consume? We have, like, 2 copies of Defrag and a bottled Bias Cog. That's just, like, a lot of focus. I would prefer to take another Glacier than to take a Consume, but Consume's in this pick, and it's upgraded, so I think we take it. It's kind of an awkward turn 1 card, though. We have Core Surge Bias Cog, so this is not an awkward turn 1. I think I'm going to Core Surge Defend Bias Cog, so that Bias Cog has a 50-50 shot of hitting Glacier, and hope I can block. Ah, it missed. We can Sweeping Beam for 0. Is it too cheeky to try to finish this fight without using an attack? I think it probably is. It's free damage. Okay. We probably want to seek for maybe just a bite. Let's see. Are we able to defend? We're blocking for 16. Maybe we seek for a Glacier. Oh wait, Glacier was in our previous hand. We can't seek for Glacier. That's upsetting. Maybe we seek for Cold Snap or Cool-Headed. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, Consume helps us scale up a little bit faster. Get some focus. And further as well. Like, because Consume Inserter is infinite, right? If you can wait for long enough. You can just scale that up forever. I guess let's see what's in the box. Okay, Storm. So maybe Seek goes and gets a power here. I guess Defrag is the pick. We should upgrade at least one of the Defrags so that we can go get it with Seek. Almost all of our campsites have been rests, despite the fact that we ate that avocado for full health. We've spent a lot of time resting, which is fine. We have Regal Pillow and Dreamcatcher, so it's a pretty efficient use of a campsite. But it means that few of our cards are upgraded. Much fewer than I would like. I guess if I get an upgrade, I would rather seek for 2 defrags than seek for a single upgraded defrag, because then 2 cards in my hand will cost 0. All right, so we're gonna seek for a. That can't be right. We block for 16, so we take 5, but we do a ton of damage because we develop a bunch of lightning orbs and we consume. Okay, fine. So if we consume first and then storm, let's see. We're only going to develop a 1 lightning orb, so the order doesn't actually matter. So I'll do it in the order that saves me 1 energy, guaranteed. Is Triple Bite lethal? So it's 21 plus 22. Yeah, it's lethal. Okay. Definitely took some damage there. Loop is great. With all the focus we have, we're super scaling up Loop. We also have Mummified Hand, so just seems good. Also, it's good on like turn 1. If we like bias cog and can't find a Core Surge, then like Loop makes our single Lightning Orb do a lot. I think we're dodging this fate. No reason to take an extra one. We're about to go to a shop, so we don't want to pay for this. We also don't really need people to be weak. I guess we are trying to like set up all these Frost Orbs, so maybe people being weak allows us, like gives us a fight that we otherwise might have lost. But we basically have to go to this store, so I would rather go there and find a Clockwork Souvenir and take a chance at a Clockwork Souvenir than buy this sort of marginal relic for a lot of money. Okay, this is a manipulatable fight, so we should be able to just bite our way back to full. Although it's also a very dangerous fight, so we have to make sure we don't die in the process. Okay, so we probably don't want to play Bioscog on turn 1, so we should loop first so that we hit one of these cards, and we can play all the rest. And we did. Okay, we want to Charge Battery and bite 4 stack. Oh, I probably should have bit the front guy because he's going to have strength. Also, he has less max HP. But it's a pretty minor mistake. Lightning Orbs, agree. Should have hit the front guy. Okay. Core Surge is... the artifact charge is safe in this fight. We can't lose it randomly. So we can Core Surge the back guy, because he doesn't have any armor. And then Glacier Defrag. I guess we can guarantee playing all the cards if we play a Glacier last. So let's do that. Looks like we still need to block pot. Actually, let's see. We should be able to manipulate this fight to end at full health, as long as we don't die while we're getting there. So we should be able to save the block pot and get full health. The question is, do we die on the way there? So currently we're blocking for 13, so we're taking 112 plus 18, so we're taking 30 damage. Yeah, I think we might die if we don't block pot, so let's block pot. I guess I can wait for the turn where I'm actually under threat of dying to block pot, but that seems dangerous. Let's White Noise first and see what the thing is. It's Buffer. Let's Buffer and hope that it hits Consume. It did not. If we Consume, we're gaining 12 block, which is sort of awkward because we still lose the barrier to the first Darkling and take 11. If we defend and bite, we block for, let's see, 8 plus 6 is 14, and we lose the barrier to the second one. It sucks to not play Consume right now. But we do save 11 health, which is a lot. Let's see, we haven't played... we've only got 2 sources of Frost Orbs left. We're missing damage, too, if we Consume. We're missing bite damage. But we are gaining Lightning Orb damage, and the Lightning Orb damage does outscale the bite, like, next turn, almost. Bite also gains health, though. We can also Consume Dual Cast to do a ton of damage. If we do Consume Dual Cast and it hits this back Darkling... Okay, let's Consume. And then if we Dual Cast... If it hits the back Darkling twice, it still doesn't kill him, so let's not Dual Cast. because there's really no upside. All right, we can seek for cool-headed. I guess we're going to sweeping beam. No, wait, maybe we don't sweeping beam. Maybe we seek for cool-headed, defrag, defend. I think that's the highest block. Or seek for cold snap since we don't need to draw anything. Oh wait, drawing stack would be a lot. Let's see, stack blocks for 11 plus, I guess, so 12, 15. We're taking a ton of damage this turn. So max defend is seek for stack. I guess max block is seek for cool-headed, draw stack, and then defend. Or defend before the stack. So then stack blocks for 16, cool-headed blocks for 6. So it's 18 plus 16 is 34, 42. 42 definitely survives. Oh wait, does it? 22 plus 18 is 40. So he's actually hitting for 53. So blocking for 42, we would still take 11 and survive at 6. So we actually have to hit pretty much exactly that or we die. Man, that's a 10% chance. If I take that cool-headed, I'd only draw one card, and that card has to be stack or we die. Oh wait, no, it can be either stack or defend. No, it can't. If it's defend, we die exactly. This is rough. How many Frost Orbs have we challenged? Just these 2? So like Blizzard isn't lethal or anything. Let's see, if we Sweeping Beam, can we kill him? Sweeping Beam into Blizzard? That's definitely not enough. There has to be an out that's better than 10% here, right? That's so rough. If we Sweeping Beam, Core Surge, and Cold Snap, do we kill him? Sweeping Beam is 9, Core Surge is 11, that's 20, Cold Snap is 6, so no. If we Sweeping Beam and Core Surge and then the Lightning Orb hits him, that is lethal. And then we get it for 22, 35. 35 block for, I guess, 20 and survive at 2. So that's a 1 in 3, which is better than a 1 in 10. We survive a little bit worse, I would say. We don't like develop Frost Orb. But there are 2 outs when we Sweeping Beam too. Because we can draw either Core Surge or... oh wait, no. Yeah, it's a 1 in 3... And we don't care what Sweeping Beam draws. So it's just a straight up 1 in 3. Are there any other Sweeping Beam outs? Can Sweeping Beam draw something that doesn't require... like if Sweeping Beam draws Core Surge, do we have a better play? Sweeping Beam, Core Surge, hope for the Lightning Bolt and then defend. No, I think defend is just the best play. Oh wait, if we Sweeping Beam and Core Surge, then we can defrag and it guaranteed hits defend, so we get 2 extra health. Yeah, this fight is fucking rough. It is not an easy one. I wish you could seek for things in your discard pile. I really want that friggin' Bias Cog back. Alright, is there another out here? If Sweeping Beam draws... What about, like, Bite? Sweeping Beam, Bite, seek for Cold Snap? Yeah, that's true. Hologram would be very useful right now. We could seek for Hologram, Bias Cog, and then defrag defend. I still don't think that would be enough. Yeah, our damage is just too low for this fight. We also did choose the wrong target. We should have gone to the front Darkling. If we Sweeping Beam into stack, is there anything? Actually, Sweeping Beam into stack is great, because then we Sweeping Beam into stack, seek for the Core Surge, hope the Lightning Orb hits the last guy, and then we block for like way more than defend. So that's a nice upside to the Sweeping Beam line. If we Sweeping Beam into Cool-Headed, do we get any extra outs? We could Cool-Headed into like Turbo? Or we could Cool-Headed into stack and then seek for Turbo. Alright, we're gonna Sweeping Beam. It seems like that's the family where most of the outs are. Let's see what it is. Okay, it's Turbo. So now we can go get Cool-Headed. We can defrag now and it's guaranteed to hit defend. And it seems like defend is probably part of the line. I guess maybe stack is better. Well, no, wait, we can't go get stack with seek or we die, right? Because we have to go get something that does damage so that that Darkling can die. Okay, with this Turbo, is there a line we can take that doesn't require the Lightning Orb to hit this Darkling? Okay, if the Lightning Orb isn't required to hit that Darkling, then we need to block. We're not killing that Darkling without a Lightning Orb, I don't think. Because Blizzard only does 4 damage. We can't Bite or Core Surge him to death. Core Surge plus Lightning Orb is the lethal that we're talking about. But we have Turbo. So it seems like we should do Cool-Headed so that we can draw a card. But then if that card is anything other than Core Surge, it's like we lose instantly. Okay, sorry, so how does this work out? So we defrag and defend and core and Cool-Headed. So we block for 7 times 3, that's 21, plus 8. So we're blocking for 29. We're taking 22 plus 13. So we're taking 35. So we only take 6 damage. We survive this turn at 11. So we'd still be at -7 if that Darkling survives. If we Cool-Headed into stack, I think we can survive even this Darkling. Wait, do we just take stack with Seek? So then we block for 14 plus 8 plus 16. So 14 plus 8 is 22, plus 16 is 38, so we block these 2 and have 3 extra block for this. So we do actually survive with that. That's a guaranteed survive line. Well, I like that. Yeah, it seems like guaranteed survive is probably the holy grail of what we were hoping to achieve with this turn. So I guess let's do it. We could Turbo to get 1 more energy, but then we draw the Turbo next turn. I don't know how we're surviving next turn. I don't think they can double attack 2 turns in a row. But I will let next turn worry about itself. Hopefully I did all the math right. 16 plus 8 is 24, plus 14 is 38. These 2 are doing 35, so we have 3 extra block. Yeah, so we survive. We survive at like 2 though, so maybe that 1 extra health from Turbo does matter. But I don't think I can afford the 1 energy down in future turns, so I won't do it. The lightning orb did not hit the back one, so we would have died. Okay. It's a new turn. If we kill him, we only need to block for 14. We're already blocking for 14. We can kill him, so that's nice. We can Cool-Headed Blizzard to hit for 6, and then Bite. We can actually Cold Snap 2 with 4 energy this turn. Cold Snap Blizzard is perfect damage, so then we can Bite the front one. We could draw another if we Cool-Headed Blizzard, Blizzard is actually doing 8, or if we Cool-Headed Cold Snap, so we could Cool-Headed Cold Snap double Blizzard if we draw it. So let's see if we draw it. No. Okay. So we're already blocked out, assuming we kill the back guy, which we are definitely doing. So I guess... Well, actually, the lightning orb might hit the back guy. So I guess we... It seems like we need some RNG to win this fight, so let's assume the lightning orb does not hit the back guy. We're actually wasting a ton of damage, even if the lightning orb doesn't hit him. Cold Snap is doing 6 damage, and then this is doing 8 damage. So we're wasting 4 damage in the best case scenario. And we're only getting 2 extra damage if we Blizzard before Cold Snap versus after. So I think we Blizzard first, just to make sure the lightning orb hits a better target. Because wasting 13 damage would be pretty bad. Oh, fuck. I guess we can Bite before Cold Snap, so we'll Bite for 14. Alright. Come on, Defect, stay with me. We're gonna get to full health in this fight. Alright, we have a ton of block this turn. We're blocking for... We've got 7 already, so we're blocking for 35 with orbs. They're hitting for 22 plus 15, so that's 4 damage coming in. Oh wait, 2 damage coming in. So as long as we charge battery, we are surviving just fine. So we can charge battery Blizzard Core Surge to kill the front one. Yes, that kills the front one. So we're only taking 15. We don't even really have to be careful not to kill the middle one, because all of our orbs are frost, so we don't do any unexpected damage. Okay. We're slowly turning the corner in this fight. We do need to kill the middle one because he has 6 strength. We can do 14, 20 damage to him this turn. And we are blocking for, let's see, 6 times 7, because we've already got 1. 6 times 7 is 43. And then an extra 10, so 53, so we're way blocked out. Assuming we Cool-Headed Cold Snap double Bite. So let's Cool-Headed first and see what we get. Okay, so we have triple Bite, so we can kill the center one, and we should do that. Also, we're starting to make some progress on the side quest of biting back to full health. What a roller coaster, man. Okay, so there's Bias Cog. That should lock us in for surviving the fight. Jeez. What a... Man. Had to spend a lot of time thinking about that one turn. But it was worth it. We got there. So let's bite the front one. And we're definitely blocked out, so we don't need to do anything else. Blizzard does 10 AoE. Blizzard Bite does not kill any of them. We probably want to hit this back one because he's strengthening up. So he's now the most important target. Probably want to fit in a Consume, get a little bit extra block, just in case. Although it would also be nice to fit in a Bite. I can't fit both. Sorry, some cat hair got into my mouse laser. There's a sentence nobody would ever have said before 1980. I think maybe I like Bite more than I like Blizzard. No, I need to make sure the fight's under control. The fight is under control. I have a ton of block. I'm just gonna Bite. I could Turbo, I guess. I'm guaranteed to get the Turbo thing next turn. Yeah, I guess I don't know the specific species of the hair, although cat hair tends to come off in lots of little tiny particles of dander. I guess dander is something distinct from cat hair, but still. I would like to next turn Sweeping Beam, and then I'll probably want to spend lots of energy, so I'm not going to Turbo. We're blocked out, so we don't care about the damage. Let's Cool-Headed to maybe draw a Bite. No. Okay. We can Bite him to death. We can also just, like, Blizzard to kill the two outside ones. If we Blizzard the two outside ones to death, he takes 12 damage, and then Bite puts him at 1. I guess I'm okay with that. Yeah, if I had, like, bronze scales or something, that would have been a disaster. We can't Bite this turn, because otherwise we win the fight. But we can consume. I'll Bite the one that is buffing. There's a 25 focus achievement? I don't think I have that. I'll Bite the center one, since he's buffed up. Do I want to develop more Frost Orbs? The more Frost Orbs I do, the less useful Blizzard is. Because if I do too much, then I can't play it without killing them all on accident. So I think we don't Cold Snap. I think we don't Glacier. I think we do Cold Snap. I want to make sure I can kill this front guy in an emergency. There's never going to be an emergency. What am I talking about? I have like 400 block. I guess we're going to get that achievement that I didn't know existed 30 seconds ago. We definitely don't want to Zap. It's funny that this run I have eaten Avocado, who's objectively the most delicious looking enemy, and Darklings, who are objectively the grossest looking enemy. Okay, we can Blizzard Bite to kill the last one. Oh, I guess we should also try to finish the fight with Pen Nib up. This is our last fight before an Elite. But we can think about that once the fight is closer to ending. We've got a long way to go before then. I guess we could Blizzard to kill the outside one. Doesn't really seem like he's that big of a threat. I guess he has 2 strength, but I don't really care about 2 strength. Try and find another bite. No. Oops, should have gotten consumed here. For the weird little side quests that we're apparently on. I'll kill him because he is dangerous. Somewhat. I guess this guy has 6 strength too, so I'll go ahead and knock him down. Although he can't multi-attack, and I have like 140 blocks, so I don't really care. But alright, good to consume. One more consume. We get 25 focus. I might have gotten it in the past, but I don't remember getting it, so I am not very achievement focused. But it seems weird to not have an achievement in a game that I am playing for 4 hours a day. Can I get another bite? No. I guess I'll knock down this guy. Charge battery just in case the next draw is 3 bites and a consume or something. Had to check pen nib just to make sure I'm going to be able to bite this guy. Nothing this turn. Just waiting on more bites. While we're waiting for this fight, does anybody in the chat have any interesting... yeah, there we go. Focused. We got an achievement. Any interesting... upcoming plans? I suppose that we're probably all locked up due to the coronavirus concerns. That would not end the fight, so I'll do it. Just knock a couple of them down. Donuts with beer for breakfast. That is an excellent and nutritious breakfast. I approve. Put a little stamp on it. I had 2 cuties for breakfast. We're almost there at full health, so we can start being a little bit reckless with things. Last little milestone for this fight is getting pen nib back to 9 on the fight where we win. On the turn where we win. We don't care about consume anymore. We can start putting out zap, I think. Yikes, zap just like straight up kills one of them. I didn't realize it did that much damage. So if we double bite here, we end the fight. Or wait, no, we don't quite end the fight. But we can't triple bite, or else we end the fight with a low pen nib. So I guess we wait. I guess we could just get pen nib up and then just do lightning orbs to win. Alright, pen nib is 3 away, so we can do 3 attacks this turn. Yeah, which should win the fight. Okay, well that, I guess, went well. We almost died, but finished the fight strong. Okay, we definitely have enough powers to proc force field, or to make force field work. But it's kind of awkward to like draw it in your opening hand, and we are plenty good at blocking once all the powers are down, so I don't think we really need this. We would prefer like front-loaded block, whereas this is kind of functions like scaling block. All right, we have 221. Do we need to go to the store? Yes, so that we can find a Clockwork Artifact. That's not Clockwork Artifact. It's another Blizzard. I don't really know if what the deck needs is another Blizzard. It seems like we've got plenty. But it's neat that we could buy one. In a lot of phases of the fight, the Blizzards are blank cards. So I think we're not going to buy one. Might buy Steam Barrier. We could buy Orrery. What do we want from Orrery? We could get another Core Surge. Could get another Bias Cog. That would give us 2 Bias Cogs, 2 Core Surges, which is nice. Cool-Headed. We should buy Orrery so that we can get Cool-Headed. Okay. This seems like a good plan. There's another Consume. I don't think we're into that. Equilibrium's kind of interesting. On turn 1, we could Equilibrium to save it and look for another Core Surge. Hologram is useful for the aforementioned deck manipulation reason. A second Seek is basically an auto pick. No Cold Orb generation. Pretty unfortunate. So I think it's a pass here. Amplify's kind of fun, but I don't think there's enough powers to really make that line up. Plus we're a 3 energy deck, so that's kind of outside of the scope. Same thing for Equilibrium. As a 3 energy deck, well, Equilibrium is really great for helping you set up, though. It like blocks you while you're trying to set up, and it helps you put 2 cards together. I think Equilibrium is pretty reasonable, although it wasn't really something I was looking for. I think this is a pass. We don't need Creative AI. We've got all the scaling we need. We're definitely taking Seek, so let's do that. And we're passing on Force Field again. Yeah, I think we're passing on this. So the real question is, do we take Equilibrium? I don't think it's wrong to take Equilibrium. No, I don't think so on Hologram. We definitely could take Hologram. It kind of functions as a second Bias Cog, because we can pass Bias Cog the first turn and then Core Surge Hologram Bias Cog. The problem with Hologram is it like really needs an upgrade, and like there's a lot of stuff in the deck that really needs an upgrade. Maybe we take the upgrade everything event, at Mind Bloom. That's it is a bit sketchy. We do have 2 Seeks, so having a Hologram enables the Seeks to look in the discard, which is something that's really nice. It's Hologram versus Equilibrium. It's not. We could take both. I almost hit this button. That one's bad. So we could take both. It's 1 mana to block for 3, which is kind of like brutally inefficient, and we're never going to upgrade it, basically. I'm super afraid of Hologram like being in my hand and not doing enough and dying. But I think I will take it. Because we have 2 copies of Seek. We should be able to manipulate our hands until things like Hologram don't matter anymore, and we can just block out Frost Orbs. Yeah, it helps us get there. Alright, fine. Equilibrium also helps us get there. Equilibrium is less good than like another Seek or another Core Surge, but like those are the best cards in the deck, so it doesn't have to be that good. There's not really anything we're trying to combo other than Bias Cog and Core Surge. So holding onto my hand is not amazing. It is also cute with Mummified Hand, because it can cost 0. And you can set up other things to cost 0. Yeah, I think I'll take it. Alright. Took a lot of cards out of that orrery, so that might have been a mistake. I think this is Recall. We're at full health, and we're not guaranteed to ever be at full health again, basically. So I think we take the chance to Recall. I've been complaining a lot about my upgrade state, particularly as it applies to like Seek and Cool-Headed and Biascog. But you have to take this if you want to win. So the Seek upgrade is really great, but I think I would probably take Coolhead over it, because if I get Seek on the Biascog turn, we get Biascog Core Surge, and the value of the second card from Seek is much lower. So it's a Recall versus Coolhead upgrade for me. I think Coolhead upgrade is not good enough to potentially replace a Rest later. So I'll take the Recall. Okay, Rectomancer. Not a fight that can be easily paused. But it can be paused. Well, she doesn't regen, so not paused so much as, I don't know, manipulated. We can Biascog consume Zap to get 7 focus and 2 lightning orbs, and then do 20 damage with the lightning orbs. It would be better if there was an Electrodynamics in the deck, which there is not. But I don't think I can wait too long for Biascog in this fight. Especially since she applies Weak, so if we get a Biascog later, we can't count on waiting until we find Biascog again. Or, sorry, if we find a Core Surge later, we can't count on holding the artifact until we find Biascog again. So I think I'll just do it right now. And let's go ahead and hit this dagger, because that means that he dies to 1 lightning orb. Sweet. Here's Hologram in my hand doing nothing. We could go get Consume with it, I guess. It gets us 3 focus, so we go up to 12. That doesn't hit the breakpoint where 2 of them hit him and kill him. If we dual cast and one of the hits him, he's at 11. So we could theoretically dual cast Bite Blizzard him to death. We have 5 energy, so we get to do all of these things except for 1, if you count the hologram card as being in hand. Actually, if hologram gets consumed, that's 3 of the energy, so we only get to play 2 of the other cards. I guess I don't want to dual cast first if I'm going to consume. Let's see, if I consume, this goes up to 17, and then dual cast puts him down to 9, or wait, puts him down to, yeah. No, it puts him down to 8, which is still out of bite range. So I would still have to hologram consume, dual cast, Bite Blizzard, assuming only 1 hits him. This fight's rough. She's hitting for a lot already. And weakening me. Oh, that's true, it does do 0. So there's no way to kill him if he only gets hit by 1 lightning orb without having the other one randomly hit him. And hitting him with 1 lightning orb is not super likely. It's 9 over 16. Or, sorry, it's the inverse of that, so it's whatever. 7 over 16. I guess if we're not doing that, maybe we like... Man, that's rough. Yeah, it should be 17, because it's 14 without, and it's always just 5 more. It doesn't scale or anything. What else could we get with hologram? We could double bite. But it's not 14, it's... Oh wait. No, it's not 5 more, it's 3 more. It's consume gains 3 focus. We could hologram bite, and then we double bite for 14. And he's left at 11, and we can dual cast. I guess let's just dual cast and see if it hits him. Oh. Okay. So maybe we hologram for defend. We could hologram for dual cast and dual cast again. Seems foolish because we can't get any good outcomes then. We could hologram defend, bite. I guess is the max block. Yeah. And we'll bite this dagger. Hopefully killing him next turn. We're gonna lose another character to Reptomancer. We've died so many times to Reptomancer in this run. Or in this game. We can block out for 23. It's pretty good. And then also bite. Or we could block all the way out. Overcommits a little bit. I think I like Equilibrium Torque better. We also have a crazy energy turn next turn. If we want it. Defrag makes something free. I guess let's see what it is. We're playing the whole hand because we've got 2 defrags. This does 18. 18 plus 9 kills either dagger. So we could take a 1 and 3 at killing one. We're always going to defend. We're never going to turbo. I believe this Core Surge lands on her weak and not a focus down. Oh, we died. Okay. Well, drat. Yeah, I guess we shouldn't have taken that hologram. Sorry. That's hard to resist. Man, I can't believe how prophetic that was. I was like, I'm worried about hologram being in my hand and doing nothing and then dying. And that exact thing happened. Really, we just needed to find, like, a glacier or something. What killed that run was not the Reptomancer. What killed that run was only finding Cold Snap, Glacier, and 1 Cool-Headed after picking 2 Blizzards. We needed to get like 3 copies of Cool-Headed, 2 Glaciers, and 2 Cold Snaps. Like, that's what I would have been comfortable with. But we were way late on Frost Orbs. Yeah, it seemed like a pretty good deck. 2 Core Searches is crazy, 2 Seeks is crazy, Bottled Bias Cog is great. And we were getting there. We just needed to win this fight, and then we got a great rest with the Regal Pillow. Win this fight, get the last key, maybe dodge this one. And then we were in Act 4. We could have made it. But it didn't happen to work. We were inadequately prepared. All right, that's it for this run.